Day 4 of 31 of we talked about my shopping addiction. Okay, today is July 4th, 2026. Yes. Okay, yes. Got my hair done. I got it done this morning and it all fit into my budget. I made it fit into my budget. Now I have two budgets. So let's talk about it. I have my personal budget, which is $100 a month on personal things that are just for myself. Now, if you hear somebody in the background, that's my son. You already know what it is, okay? So, I'm not going cold turkey as far as not buying anything. Remember, I was going to try that for 3 months, and then the month before I was supposed to start, I went crazy because I knew I was going to be living in scarcity. So I went and I bought all these things I had no intentions on buying. So going cold turkey doesn't really work for me. However, I said I'm going to try to stay in my $100 budget. Now, June, honey, it didn't happen, but that's okay. We're in a new month. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work for July. So far, I'm going to say technically, really, I haven't spent any of my personal budget this month, which is good. Listen, I'm on the 4th day. That's good, right? That's good. So July 1st, it was like a little bit after midnight. I did get a top, but I had returned something to Amazon. I returned more than one item. So I was using that return money to get stuff. So we're not going to count that. So I'm still at $100. Now my hair, paying for my hair and paying for my stylist, that fits into our overall budget for the family. I am watching every single penny. Every penny. Starting last month, I started categorizing every single thing in my bank app. I do have an app that is just like a registry. Basically, you know how you have like the bank register? I have an app that does that. And I can put everything into categories. That way I can see how much I've paid per category, if that makes sense. For instance, we have a certain amount of money that we have set aside for groceries. Y'all need to tell me, please, how much y'all spend a month on groceries? I'm scared to tell my number because I'm thinking it's just too much. We are a family of 4. So tell me how much you spend on groceries, and maybe one day in one of these videos, I might go ahead and reveal my number because, honey, I'm kind of thinking we doing too much. And also that comes along with the fact that I need to really pay attention to our budget. And also, my husband does most of the grocery shopping. I don't went all on a tangent. He does most of the grocery shopping. Y'all, he loves himself some Publix. Like, I've talked about that in another video. Listen, he's like, ooh, he gets so excited when he finds out that something's on BOGO. He goes in there. It's a whole thing. But what I've noticed is if we do not use the cash method, especially when it comes to something like groceries and you just swipe the card, you're going to go over your budget. So we're being very, very conscious this month. We've already gotten like some of our meals kind of planned for the week, at least like the meats for every day. So we're going to be more conscious with that. So what is going to change? Well, this month, don't plan on buying any bags. That's not to say I won't buy any accessories. You got to do what works best for you. I know some people can go cold turkey, and my hat's off to you for that. I'm not going to be able to do that. But also going forward, I want to make sure that I'm a good steward of what God has blessed us with. And to just be out here spending money recklessly is not being a good steward. And I have been afraid that one day God is going to be like, you didn't do right by what I gave you, so let me snatch it. And I don't want it to get snatched. I'm not trying to live that life. So I'm going to try to do better. I'm going to try to stick to this budget. I am going to stick to this budget. We're going to say that. So let me know how you guys deal with your budget. Okay, so one more thing. I don't really talk much about what we do for a living, so let me go ahead and break it down. My husband and I own a plumbing business. We do new construction primarily. He handles all the stuff like with the contractors and all that stuff, the hard work, and he does it himself too. He does plumbing work as well. I handle the paperwork like the QuickBooks and the payroll. However, I do have this blogging business, but to be honest, I'm not making any money. And that's my fault. I'm not putting the effort into what I need to put it into, if that makes sense. Like, it's a whole thing. But if you would like to support me in this, make sure like you tell your family and friends or someone who would actually be interested in watching my channel. I really want to get this channel monetized, and I need higher views on my long videos. This will be included in the long videos, even though it looks like a short, because it's over 3 minutes. It will be included in my long videos, and they normally don't get as many views. So shameless plug. But anyway, that is it. I hope you guys are having a great day. Lord willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.